this is Bob Dillon, and welcome to Issues in Education, ISTE 19 edition. We have Jeff Bradbury here today. Tell us a little bit about what he's currently doing and what he's seeing in the world of education and outside of ISTE here. So Jeff, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You bet, man. So what's new in your world? What are you doing these days?
There's a lot of great stuff happening in educational technology these days. I love that there's 20,000 teachers here all to come together to figure out what to do in our classrooms.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And then just how are you serving the children these days?
Well, the TeacherCast Educational Network is now creating some great content, helping podcasters and teachers who are using podcasting create audio and video projects in their school, and we've been doing some great presentations on that this week too.
Yeah, it's funny, one of the things that I've been talking about as I talk about learning space design is that the skills of creating audio and video are modern skills that aren't going away. So I'm glad you're bringing that to the table.
And you know what I'm excited about is I just got done walking the floor and I had so many people say that they're building maker spaces this year. And my question to them is, are you including audio and video? And many of these people are including green screens and iPads and tripods.
Yeah.
And you can see that the maker space is evolving not just from robotics into any kind of creation. That is the new makerspace.
Yeah, I have teachers all the time asking me, how can I record audio? How can I record video in my classrooms? How do I create the space for that? It sounds like some of your work's helping them do that.
Oh, absolutely. One of the things that we're launching this week at ISTE is a brand new website called podcastingwithstudents.com. And it really is going to turn into a great hub for how to do stuff in your classroom with your students, no matter what platform, no matter what app.
That's fantastic. What other things do you see as just trends? You were on the floor, you've been listening. What trends are floating around?
Well, the thing that I'm really excited about is the big trend is companies are working together. So for instance, right now you've got Microsoft Education launching lots of great things with their immersive reader, but now they've opened up the API, so there's dozens of ed tech companies out there that are now being able to take advantage of those accessibility features. And I ran into several other companies that are launching some neat things along in collaboration with, and I'll give you a good example, there's a new podcasting curriculum coming out soon with a combination of Soundtrap and ListenWise, which is fantastic for anybody that's looking to learn how to build these things together. And I was even at the Wix booth. Wix, the website company,
right?
They're in the education space now, trying to help students create websites. So it is an amazing time. The collaboration is big this year.
Yeah, I walked down on the floor, and that was one of the things I noticed, that Microsoft actually, under their umbrella, had 8, 10 other companies. And I do think that maybe that's the next trend, is that we see a lot more of these integrations between companies.
I think that's interesting that that's there, because after all, we don't live in a silo where we're one company or another. I'm even seeing more school districts that say our primary platform is both. Yeah. We're not A and we're not B. We do this and this and this, and that's what's best for our kids. One of the other trends that I'm hearing a lot, and I've heard this in various forms, is we are not here for technology. We're here to see what technology can do for our students. And I love that, especially being the father of 5-year-olds. Yep. I want to see what the technology is going to enable them to do.
Yeah, I like that 90-10 rule, right? Like I need 10% of the time I need to hear about the new tools, and 90% of the time I need to figure out how to integrate them into the work I'm doing.
Absolutely, and it's a matter of giving the students the ball and seeing what they can do with it.
For sure. And then just advice, right? Like you're a teacher, you want to do some more of this work, you want to integrate. Where are you seeing successful folks start?
There's a lot of success that's going on. Every company right now has a great brand ambassador program.
Yeah.
I'm always going to be the first one to say, the Microsoft Innovative Educator community is fantastic. Mm-hmm. And, anybody out there who's looking to apply, education.microsoft.com, you can certainly go through there. And it's those kinds of pockets of innovation where you're finding teachers are finding each other, finding a way to collaborate, and really that's becoming the testing ground for these companies, both big and small, to then figure out their features. Was at a couple booths today already, and there's here's the launch of a great product, and I said, how did you come up with that? Mm-hmm. Oh, teachers said that they wanted this. And so I think the best trend I can also say is companies are listening.
Yeah, which isn't always been the case. Sometimes it's like we had these solutions over here, now we're going to drop them on K-12.
Right.
I do feel like we're getting tuned in there more than ever.
And I think that's great. And that all has to do with social media, that has to do with companies putting their ear out there, building these programs, and again, just listening.
Yeah, and then final, like, what in the way of like impact? I always worry, like, there are a lot of dollars on the floor behind us. There are a lot of people that are doing a lot of things that aren't making an impact. Where are you seeing impactful learning happening? Where are we seeing it happen in a way that gets you really excited?
You know, there's some, to answer your question, all over the place. There's a lot of great companies that's there. What I'm always excited about are the things that you don't see.
Okay.
For instance, I don't want to name drop on this, but a great ed tech company was showing off all their wonderful things, and then they said, here's something you didn't know what we were doing. You know, we're building 800 homes in this country. We're helping these students over here. You know, the things that don't make the headlines on our blogs. That's what I'm noticing also is there's a lot of companies out there that are saying, okay, ed tech is great, classrooms are great, but how can we be global ambassadors to do what's right? And
Social mission, right? Social mission.
Philanthropy, all those different
Yeah, I
things.
think so. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for being at ISTE and all the hard work you're doing. This has been part of our edition here at Issues in Education at ISTE 19. Thanks to Jeff Bradbury, and thanks to ISTE for having us here.